All right, just got done doing the dyeing. Now we're going to move on to the waxing. What I got is a 5-pound bar wax. You know, we probably could do all these traps if you could evenly put it on all the traps with, like, say, a 1 pound of wax or 2 pound bars of wax. But what you want to do is you can save this year after year. You want to keep it in like a pot like this, and what we'll do is put a lid right on it. You know, and keep it in an area where it's not going to get, you know, any smells on it, and you can use it year after year and just add another bar or two to it. So you always, you know, are just adding to it as you're using it. But it has to be able to cover the traps. So all we're going to do is just open that up. Like I say, this is a 5-pound bar. We're just going to put that wax. The ground ain't hard enough to break it. Here, we'll try it this way. That ain't gonna work either. It'll melt down. So, anyways, what I'm gonna do is, the thing is when you're doing the wax, what you don't want to do is get it too hot. It's got to be like the perfect temperature, because it's too hot. What it can do is it'll start foaming up and going all over. The other thing is it can catch on fire. So you want to be careful. Like this pot here, I got the top. It's here. It's already starting to melt. I got the top right over here. If it's caught on fire, I just put the top on, and it'll, you know, cut the flame, and it'll, you know, extinguish the fire right out. But you just, you know, you got to be careful doing this stuff. And anyways, when this gets melted down and gets ready, we just go to dip the traps. I'll explain that whole process. Wax melted down. You can see there's a pretty good flame on there. I could turn it up more. I'm trying to keep that, you know, temperature down to get it melt, so it, you know, we don't have a, you know, catch on fire situation. So that's where we're at right now. You know, you got about that much in the bottom of the pan. So, you know, if your wax doesn't melt down like in 2 seconds, you know, it don't work that way generally. If it does, you got your heat up a little bit too high. If you're doing it with a wood fire, it's a little bit harder to control. But, you know, bring some marshmallows out there and roast them and just sit there and wait. The kids will love it. So, anyways, we're still waiting on the wax to melt down. Got our traps all cooled. They're dry. They're ready to go. Got a nice brisk breeze today. Just a great day to be dyeing. Ready to go. I'm just going to turn down the flame just a little bit. All right, what we want to do is we want to take our traps and get them completely submerged under the wax. Because what we want to do is we're bringing them traps up to the temperature, the wax and the traps at the same temperature. Like if you bring them out too quick, what you'll have is you'll have white, when it dries, you'll have white flakes all over it. If that happens to you and it's like white flaky, then what you want to do is just re-dip it. You know, you just want it'll be a clear coloring of wax on that trap. These traps are still hot from you know, the dyeing process, so you know, this isn't going to take as long to get them up to temperature. So let's just let them get heated up. Be good to go. A lot of this stuff, you know, like you're dealing with hot stuff. You see different than the dyeing. You know, that's water with dye in it. Gets on you, yeah, it'll hurt you. You know, you'll be burnt. You get with the wax, I use different gloves, thicker, you know, more protective gloves, because you know, you get a bunch of wax on your skin, you know, you'll be crying for mama. So, you know, just be careful around this. Make sure the kids are careful around it when you're doing it, and you know, as long as you're safe, you know, you're good to go. It's no different than frying up a turkey or anything else. You just got to use common sense, and you know, which some people lack in this world, but I'm sure you got lots of it to be okay. Well, these two traps are ready to come out, and we don't have any excess wax on them. And at this point, when you're pulling them out, you can hang them up or put them on a clean surface. I'm going to put them right back here on my table. Just going to set them right on there, nice and clean on there. And take the next one. Put it right in there and ready to go. Before this process, what you want to do is you know, put your name tags on and stuff like that. You know, and then they're dyed and waxed right in on your trap, and they don't stand out shiny. So, anyways, I'm gonna keep doing these, and you know, it's an easy process to do. You know, once you know what you're doing. Like I say, the most important thing with the waxing, like when I get done, I'll take this cover and put the cover back on. After it cools, I'll put the cover on. I'll duct tape around it or Gorilla Tape around it, and I'll save it, you know, for the following year and just add more to it. You know, so main thing is keeping it out of where there's, you know, a lot of scents or, you know, stuff can get into it and contaminate it. But you keep it clean, you'll be good to go. Well, we got our traps all dyed, waxed. We're ready to start putting some sets in. And I'm going to show you some sets. With the traps, when you dye them, what you want to do is take your jackknife and right here on the dog, you want to scrape that wax off right on the end, like that. Just get all the wax off, just off the tip of it, like so. I scrape the end too, you know, just to get that wax off. Then right here on the pan, you just want to take your jackknife and get that wax out of there, like so. Just you know, get that trap so it isn't, you know, because that wax will be in there and it'll be slippery, and what'll happen is you'll, you know, sometimes have premature fires on it. So, you know, just get that wax out of there. You don't want to scrape the rest of the trap, just the dog and the pan, like so, and that's it. So now we're ready to start setting traps. So let's get on to it.